Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? Whew, hope you're staying cool. My name is Bernard Chang, professional comic book artist. Um, what? My brain is not working today. Let me see if my co-host is here. Sean, did you find a token?
Right here, player two.
Player two. Let's see. Nope. Oh. Whoop. Okay. There we go. Sean
Oh, I
Chen.
caught a, I caught a glimpse of that background you're working with now.
You see this one?
The back
Look at this. This is
strike first. Oh my god. So it's finally come to this.
it's come alive here. Let me see. Sean body. Oh, where's Sean's body? Where's your body? Oh, there we go. It's been so long, Sean. I don't even know where your name is. Where's your name?
Yeah, the screen's a little funky too because the chat is not up.
It's not. It looks like it's up for me.
Maybe I gotta reduce my screen.
It seems to be working. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's see what we got. We got Make Havoc 247, Mr. Joshua A to the J, Crispy Egg Roll. Crispy Egg Roll will be here for like 5 minutes and then he's got to go get some sleep. Matthew Crossart, Too Woke, Cool Hand Luke, ooh, Sue Lee, B Dub, Long Woo, Matthew Crossart, C Jing, let's do this. Wow, let's do this. I'm trying to find your name, Sean. I don't remember where I put your name on this thing. Otherwise, how are we gonna?
I'm loving this Cobra Kai backdrop.
This is if you guys Google, this is kind of how I had to make up the text. I used a regular font and then uh, with a white pen, went in there and made those. What are those things called when you have the stencil to make it look like an actual stencil? Because I didn't have that. They didn't have that font. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because he sprayed that himself, Sensei Lawrence. Oh, here we go, Sean name. Sean name. Why isn't Sean name? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Do you guys see this Sean name with the dollar sign?
The dollar sign.
I gotta work on the background. Can't really see the dollar sign as it is right now, so let me add one more layer. Add a new layer of get the ads back up. Not that being paid for this, but it looks official. There we go. So we got the Sean Chen art, at Sean Chen art, and then the Bernard Chang. Today's stream is gonna be quick. I say that every time, don't I, Sean?
Then you have too much fun. It's the people. So what are we drawing today?
What is this Sean Box thing? I'll get rid of that. I think we're going to draw the Mandalorian. Because of this
Hey Sue, how's it
whole,
going?
because of this whole thing with the that weekly thing. Since you're drawing it already, then I guess I'll draw it.
It's what is it? Sketch of the week?
Yeah, sketch of the week with Jerry. I was gonna bail on it, but since you're doing it, I guess I have to do it now. Oh shit! I knew I forgot to do something. Plus, I got an ink and color cover tonight. I say that every stream, I think. Some streams afterwards, I just fall asleep. But tonight I really got to stay up and work.
It's no wonder you stopped streaming for an entire year.
Yeah, I mean when you're working on a monthly book, it is extremely difficult because you're working most of the day, and then the last thing I want to do after I work is draw, even if it's for quote unquote fun. Um,
Fun.
yeah,
Well,
I,
I know at conventions you don't like to do any commissions just because it's just more work. So
yeah. It's just I'd rather if I'm at a convention, I'd rather just hang out. I mean, we're there to hang out, with you or whomever else is there, and then enjoy, have a good time. I mean, we don't get to see each other that often, and last thing I want to do is be in the hotel room drawing. And it's not even a comfortable situation because it's not even our drawing desk, right?
yeah, drawing at a convention is horrible. It's terrible, but I mean, kind of got used to it.
Thank you, Long Wu, for the kind words about my Shang-Chi cover.
Did you
Technically,
show that
you
Shankings?
technically you didn't see it. I had to take it down.
Oh.
I got an email from the editor said that uh, apparently I wasn't supposed to put it up, but there was a there was a AIPT, one of those internet comic book news sites, had posted it already, solicited. So I don't know. I took it down. I'll probably put it back up later this week, but then I don't know how that would go because then people who've already seen it, they're like, hey, I already saw it already. I'm not gonna, I don't know, whatever. And then what's interesting too is the rough pencil sketch got more likes than the finished colored one,
that's
the
that's not
finished rendered
unusual.
vision. Yeah.
That
So,
happens all the time on Instagram.
and why is that? Is that just because people like to see stuff that's in process, or?
And there's that, and also they're seeing. I think your mind kind of completes the drawing and said, "Well, it's going to be great." So it completes the drawing in the way that it wants to see it, and then that way you get 100% positive. But then, like how you finish it is your way and how you see it, and then it doesn't really match their way. So you actually lose points when you show a finished piece.
Hmm. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, like, it takes so much more effort in the finished piece. Like that one, I colored myself. So, go figure, right?
But you got in trouble with Marvel. You got called into the principal's office.
Well, the editor emailed me this morning. I didn't see it until this afternoon, the email, because I'm only trying to check email twice a day, once in the morning and then once at night, or once in the late afternoon, and then this morning I guess I didn't check it, or I had a ton of emails. I just didn't go all the way down. Um, but it was on Twitter, so you can see it. It's on Twitter. Um, Supposedly it's been solicited, but I don't know. Usually, I mean, I think I'm pretty good with that stuff. So, uh, yeah, I always wait until I see that the cover is solicited. Once it's solicited, then I can post about it. And sometimes it takes so long after I've done the cover, I forget. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, when I emailed them, it was kind of late on the East Coast, though. Maybe I'll hear something tomorrow. That ever happen to you, Sean?
Oh, I don't think people really care about. Um, I don't think anyone's looking at it at what I put up. So I mean, in terms of the people at DC and editorial,
Yeah. So I wonder if it's like if they have a if it's the editor looking at it or if it's someone else is looking at it. I don't know. Uh, but I mean, I emailed him the link to the tweet. So, and there was another like I think it was a Spanish website too picked it up, or listed the solicitation. So Mr. Joshua liked the colored version more than the pencil version. Yeah. Also, like Shuli says, the blame she blames the algorithm. Depends on when you post it up. That too. Sean's a master at Instagram. Um,
Oh, I just get lucky. Well, I think one thing that people don't like is double posting. So when you do a process shot and then a finish shot, it is sort of like double posting. So you get like less likes the second time around. It's kind of like been there, done that.
yeah, I try not to post more than one post a day. Um, D Rogers 95. Make Havoc likes the background. I mean, this is pretty authentic. The only thing I'm missing is technically there's like three lights up in the middle area above Strike First, above that red stripe. There's like three ceiling lights I didn't add in.
Oh, please.
Um, but even like if you look closely at the ceiling, the drop ceiling, I made some of the panels a little darker. Some of the asbestos, whatever panels, the ceiling panels, so that it looks a little aged. You can't really tell, I guess, in this version. But I mean, it's fun. I guess I'll have to do a Miyagi Do at some point. But I don't know. Maybe in another week or two, I might even just not be into Cobra Kai anymore. I mean,
I doubt that.
I started watching. Have you watched the series yet, Sean?
I watch more. I'm through the first season.
Okay, all right. Hurry up and watch the second season. I already talked to John Paul about this today.
You know,
So,
I don't know if this is a spoiler, but that guy, what's his name? Put him in a body bag.
mm-hmm.
He was actually in the show,
Yeah,
and they put him in a body bag.
yeah, because he died. That was the whole thing. He died, and then they put him in a body bag.
So was that sort of like a joke?
It's like an inside joke. So,
But the guy died of cancer.
Golf Boy
It's
Sunday.
never a joke.
Thank you for the subscription with Prime. Um, well, and actually, the guy died in real life.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the actor passed away like recently in real life from cancer or something. So
Wow.
he played like a cancer. He played like he was terminally ill, right?
Yeah.
And he actually did, I think, pass away in real life. But the body bag thing was like, I think, on purpose because that was his line. Everything in that series, whether everything that's said or done, seems to lead to something later on. So, or there's a connection to something from before. Um, so, yeah. I mean, the only thing about that scene I didn't like is like all of a sudden they got four bikes, you know, like who got the Johnny Lawrence who drove up there in his Camaro, and then all of a sudden they got like four, Harley Davidson bikes with the same matching helmets, and they had the face mask, which was the skeleton mask. Right, they're all wearing the face masks like skeleton masks to mimic pay homage to the Halloween scene in the first movie. But then where do they get the bikes, right? Like, is there like a bike rental place somewhere in Northern California that you can rent like a hog for like a day? And then when the guy passed away, how did they get the bike back? Because now there's only three people.
How about the fact that he was able to kick some serious ass the night before he died?
Oh yeah, well maybe that's what led to his premature passing away. But he was on deathbed anyways. I mean the character. But yeah, I mean that was the thing too. Is like some of those guys are kind of old. Like Johnny Lawrence still is in pretty good shape. So when he's doing karate, it's very
hard.
believable. Right?
Yeah, it's hard to get over that fact. When you look at, I mean, you see these guys. It's hard to place their age exactly because they just, they look like they look. But then there are people who are the same age from the TV show the movie in the '80s, and they're showing up next to them. and they look like they just don't look like they're in the same league.
Well, I think too, like when you look at actors, like the daughter of Ralph Macchio, what was her name? Allie or Abby or I mean,
Yeah,
what's the daughter's name? Something like that, right? She's actually guess how old she is in real life.
yeah. I don't know
Take a
what.
guess. Take a wild guess. I mean, she's playing like a what, 15, 16-year-old girl.
Yeah. So what is he like? 18?
Guess how old is that your guess?
Yeah.
Anybody guess? If you guess right, I'll give you an extra bump slice. So don't look it up too. Just guess. All right, I'm gonna take three more guesses and then that's it. Oh, someone already got it. A to the J. She's like 24. A to the J. Do you believe that she's like 24? I think she's like 24. I don't know. Somebody look it up now. 69 too woke to toke. There you go. So a lot of times, like the actors that play like teenagers, they're actually much older in real life, right? So I think if you compare some of the guys that were in Cobra Kai, in the first movie, in the Karate Kid movie, they play teenagers, but some of them there could be a variance in age, right? I think the girl that plays Moon, Hawk's girlfriend, she's like 20, 21, and she's like kind of on the younger, and Miguel is like kind of around the same age. Um, but you get a slight variance, you know. So who knows? Yeah. But those guys, what I was trying to get at is like Johnny Lawrence, Willie Babka really looks like he can still fight, whereas some of the other guys are kind of stiff. And what was that movie
Yeah.
with De Niro on Netflix? The Irishman, was that where they
Yeah.
digitally made him look younger? Like,
Yeah.
some of the scenes like when they make him digitally look younger. Okay, I could buy it, but then when he's moving around, like you could tell he's an old man. There was a scene where he goes into the. I don't want to spoil it, but it's not really a big spoiler part. But he goes into like a shop and he beats up the shop owner, supposedly when he's younger, right? Like in his mid to late 20s, but he's moving around like an old man because he's taking like really small steps. And I know that because I take really small steps now because I'm an old man. I look at videotape of me playing ball, and when I'm running, my stride is like short, very short. Whereas when I look at tapes of when I was playing when I was younger, very long strides. Because I guess when you get older, like you can't take long strides because there's a higher chance of injury, right? Because you're shifting weight, moving around. Um,
Yeah. I remember reading something where during the filming of The Irishman, there are scenes where they're supposed to get up out of a chair or something like that, and I guess director or something, Scorsese, was saying like there's a problem because you guys aren't just like popping out of the chair. I mean, when you're young, you just when you want to stand up, you just pop out of the chair. Even though they look younger, they're getting up out of the chair like real slow.
yeah.
So they had to try to practice popping out of the chair, and I think it really destroyed their bodies. Like you can, as an old guy, you can destroy your body standing up too fast.
So that's the thing. It's like you get these older actors. They might make them look digitally younger, but your physical actions, you can still tell. I don't know.
All right.
Are we done ranting for the day? Is it
Yeah,
time to start drawing?
we gotta you gotta get a drawing going, right? Because I think you got
Oof.
a lot of stuff you gotta do. So
All right. Have anything incriminating on my desk that we saw there?
Ashley Madison.
Long Wu. I got a shot of the turmeric.
This is something interesting that maybe Long Wu knows. When you sang "Happy Birthday" on stream, technically, that is it copyright or is it not copyrighted?
I don't know if Happy Birthday is or is not.
I'm sure people on the chat will chime in, but I think there's a twist to the answer, though.
Oh yeah, what's the twist? That if I sang it like Marilyn Monroe, that's copyrighted?
I think there's a time limit where I think things become public domain. So it might have just passed that period. So now you can actually hear people saying happy birthday in movies.
Yeah, Crispy Egg Roll says happy birthday is in the public domain. No longer copyrighted by Disney, says Matthew Crosshart.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, you remember Neil and I? We did a whole newspaper article in the New York Times about this cartoon
Oh yeah, yeah.
about copyright, like
Oh
happy
yeah, yeah.
birthday and things like that. Yeah.
Copyright like happy birthday and things like that. Yeah. Copyright like happy birthday and things like that.
Uh oh, something just happened.
All right, Mandalorian.
Okay. I have never seen a single episode of The Mandalorian.
Is it because you don't have Disney Plus?
I don't have Disney Plus, but let me try to. Let me see if I can get the turmeric out of frame here. Long Woo's gonna be like, oh, no turmeric, no turmeric, Bernard. There we go. Well, you can kind of see the stand. There we go. All right. This is a new armature. Let's see, is it autofocus? If it's autofocusing, let me get this so that it stops autofocusing. It's very annoying. When I watch the playback, I get annoyed at myself. Have you seen the Mulan?
I don't think anyone has.
What is the controversy? There's a big controversy about Mulan. I don't know what the controversy is about.
The quality?
I don't think it's the quality. I think there's something about the Asianness or something, or I don't know. Authenticity to the Mulan story, something like that. All right. Anyways, that's clear. Okay. I think my chair keeps sliding down for some reason. Well, Suli likes the randomness of the side. If I were to pull back, my table is cluttered. This area right here is the only clean area on the desk. Well, clean by meaning non-cluttered. If you go everywhere else, it's like a huge collage, like a kaleidoscope of just random junk, pens.
Bird poop.
No bird poop. They don't poop around here. They do poop on the floor though. But there's certain areas that they perch at, and I put underneath like paper. So then every few days I change the paper out. I think I want to do a Mandalorian, but with the Yoda head blown off. Is he? Yeah. So I don't have the. I don't have the. I don't have Disney Plus. Do you have Disney Plus?
I don't. No. I am. I'm doing a Mandalorian also.
Do you want to show your Mandalorian?
Well, it's in ugly pencil stage. Actually, maybe people want to see ugly pencil stage.
Yeah, I think they want to see ugly pencil stage. Can you put it on the Discord?
Oh, that is above my pay grade.
Oh, you're gonna text it to me?
Yeah, maybe I'll take a picture of it.
If you can take a picture of it, then you can airdrop it onto your computer, and then from your computer, since
There's no airdrop on my computer.
there's no airdrop on your computer. Oh, that's right.
It's 2009.
Is there a USB on your computer?
There is.
All right. His helmet is like rather. Helmets are kind of hard to draw. Again. In reality, yeah. There's a reality aspect, and then there's a what looks cool aspect. Right.
Yeah, as far as helmets go, it's one of the cooler ones though. I mean, there's some really bad helmets.
All I know is the Mandalorian never takes his mask off. Has there ever been a scene where he like he or is it a he or she, or have they established that it's a he or she?
I do not know.
Make havoc. No, I'm okay. Maybe. I mean, right now I don't have time this week to watch it.
Wow,
But
he's
thank you.
offering to let you
Yeah,
borrow.
yeah. He's trying to get on my good side, Steve. Steve was MIA last during the fantasy football. I was like, man, I need Steve's opinion. By the way, thank you everybody for watching. This is technically episode 27. I've changed the fantasy football to just the fantasy football special. So, now does the Baby Yoda have Jedi powers yet? Does every Baby Yoda, I mean everybody in that, every species, every member of that species have the Jedi power? Or is it only Yoda, and is it not Yoda, or is it a young Yoda? You know? Um, what is the deal with the Mandalorian? There are more spoilers in Mandalorian than Cobra Kai. About the Star... You know, I haven't even seen the last Star Wars episode.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. Because I think they kind of dropped the ball with it, right?
I don't know. I never saw it. I actually like the one before. I mean, I don't have any problems with the Star Wars franchise as it is now, because I understand that for me, there was a Star Wars franchise that I grew up with, but I know that the one that's out now might not be, you know, just for me. And also sensibilities have changed. So
Oh, that's me, by the way. I texted you the thing.
okay, all right, let me. Oh, that's a nice one.
It's in pencil, a rare looking, ugly pencil.
Let me pull up my AirDrop. So Sean, I mean, surely with all the money you made on your book drop, you can get a new computer, or at least hire someone to do all this stuff for you.
Yeah, you know, when you upgrade, you know how when you upgrade you have problems with Photoshop? So every single day I'm behind the gun to do these drawings. I can't afford any slip ups, and everything's working. Even though the technology is old, it's still working. So, you know, I upgraded to El Capitan,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, Photoshop is like wonky, and I gotta relearn everything and find workarounds. And there's some things I can't even do anymore.
Well, which
So,
Photoshop version are you using?
well, that's, I
Are
don't
you
know.
on the old
I
CD
think,
or are you on the subscription now?
I actually think I got it from you.
I don't think so. I mean, I have the subscription now. I have the monthly subscription that you pay for.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Maybe I gave you the old one that I had, because I'm not using that anymore. I bought the whole Creative Suite. I have the Creative Suite 2 and 3. But if you upgrade the OS, the older ones don't work so well.
Yes. So that's what I'm going through now.
So that's what they're trying to do, is like if you upgrade the OS, then you're going to like you're going to have to upgrade everything else. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
A lot of cursing.
Yeah, here we go. Okay. Well, I accidentally deleted my downloads thing on the Finder window the other day. Now I found it again. Okay. What was the image number? So now I'm on Photoshop 2020. For the longest time I was on Photoshop 2018. So 2020 still works well on my iMac 27 because it's fairly new. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Kind of interrupting your drawing. I think you got to get going on it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let me pull this up. Preview. Image. I don't see it. Hmm. Hmm. I don't
It's
see it
crazy
on-
that they would just like. Isn't that Star Wars just basically the grand finale, the last one in the series, and for it to just go out with such a whimper?
Well, what happened? I don't know what happened. I think I was out of the country when it came out. When did it come out? Like last November?
It's always around Christmas.
November? Yeah, I was out of town. Um, it's not showing up. All right, let me pull up an image here.
Yeah, you better do your drawing.
Yeah. See, this time you tricked me. You didn't name it Mandalorian. You named it Image something. So
Well,
now I
it's
gotta look for it.
17. Dang.
Here it is. Image. There we go. Okay. Ooh, and it's big. Man, Sean, you gotta.
I took a picture with my camera. Oh boy, a big. It's boy, that's a messy gun. It's like I drew with crayons.
The gun is
Oh,
kind of
there's.
small.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Like it's like almost like one of those toy water guns. Cause it's in the foreground. Is he pushing the Baby Yoda out of the way? Is that what
I
he's
guess
doing?
he's just swinging him around. All right, gun is bigger now.
So what is the? I mean, what is the Mandalorian? He's just like a Boba Fett dude. Here, I'll make it. I'll reduce it and I'll put it next to you. Put it behind you. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Look at that. D. Rogers 85. I don't know. D. Rogers 85 is a new Jerry fan. You want to text Jerry, tell him to come online? He might still be up.
Yeah, let's get Jerry in here.
I don't know if there's room. Why not have Sean's head as the Mandalorian? Oh, brilliant.
Anything to keep you from drawing. Right? You get so easily distracted.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
It's tough when you draw. I think most people, when they draw stuff like The Mandalorian, they're using the TV show as reference. So there's still photos. I think you have to realize that you're drawing in a comic book world and you're copying from something that appears on TV. I think if you take things too literally, it can kill your drawing. So I think you're always good at basically redefining everything so that it fits in a two-dimensional drawn world.
You gotta take certain liberties. Like helmets. Like, if I drew this helmet like this, like skin tight, it would look kind of cool, right? But in reality, like the helmet has to actually be bigger because the head is it has to be outside of the head.
Yeah, that's always a big problem. Like with a Rocketeer or Batman,
Yeah,
even like Ben Affleck has a huge head, and then you put the Batman helmet on him, so then you got to bulk up his chest, but then his arms look too short. So you give like, and you put on heels on him and stuff like that, and everything starts to go out of whack because you're just trying to make up for the fact that the helmet's so big.
that's true. That's why like a lot of the costume superheroes they all look kind of weird, right? Because the helmet's too big in real life. I got a surprise for the Yoda. I think this is funny. So did they ever establish if the Mandalorian is a guy or girl, or it's like it's always like like have they ever seen? Oh, the Mandalorian's finally unmasked. Golf Boy Sunday says the Mandalorian's been unmasked. Oh, what if like the Mandalorian's head helmet has been blasted so that we see like an eye? Is it a human eye? I mean, I'm assuming it's like a human eye, right?
Yeah, he's human. He's the humanoid. But really, I think one of the better helmets out there. I think people like Boba Fett was basically like a side character, but then they kind of moved into the forefront because people just love the way he looked, and I think most of it is just that helmet.
Yeah. And usually they always tell you like in comics like characters with masks don't really work outside of Spider-Man, but even Spider-Man like the eyes move up and down, so really you can generate emotion, or even like Deadpool. But like Iron Man, the mask is straight. How did you ever tell? How did you show emotion in Iron
Oh
Man
my
when you
god!
drew him?
I think I think one time Adi Gradoff was saying that he drew inspiration from my rendition of Iron Man because the mask was just basically drawn like a mask. Like you really can't, and that meant to me that everyone before was broadcasting emotions through the metal and contorting it. Uh, I mean, I can't suspend disbelief that much to draw that. I mean, it just that's just so ridiculous. So I didn't know I was doing anything kind of new by not making it move. But I think that's the way the Iron Man is kind of drawn now. Is it they actually treat it like it's a real mask.
Yeah.
Um, but Bob Layton used to say that there is a trick to it. You can make his eyes turn downward or his mouth smile or frown depending on how you tilt the
Tilt the
perspective.
head. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, Kurt Busiek always told me to draw the eyes in the helmet because it looks like no one's home when you don't. But I think the modern Iron Man in the movies, you don't see his eyeballs. It's just that light,
Right. And like they used to also draw the body armor like it's just skin, but then
like Ultraman.
right. What is Ultraman? Is Ultraman supposedly made out of metal, or is Ultraman like
Yeah, that's
really?
everyone asked that question because I mean, really, there's just a constraint because it's a rubber costume, but then he's made out of metal, so
So he is
um,
made out of metal. Oh.
it's a man in a costume.
I'm drawing the in spirit of this discussion. I am drawing the Mandalorian based off of your drawing. I'm not looking at the photo reference.
Oh no, wait, don't do that.
I'm just using your drawing as my
That,
guide for the
that's very
Mandalorian.
bold of you.
So if I get any slack, that's going to be on you.
You should tell let Jerry know that you're doing this because as far as he's concerned, you kind of opted out. I think he does some sort of promo stuff. So
I did. I texted him. I said we're jump on. He's going to be like another 15 minutes.
oh, okay, so he's coming on.
I think he's on the can or something. But it's getting close to his bedtime. Jerry has a has a business to run. Man, I'm not really looking forward to drawing this cover tonight.
Which one is it? Is it
The,
Shang-Chi
the
or?
one I texted you, and it's another. Yeah,
Oh,
It's another
okay.
Shang-Chi. Um, although I don't know if I'm supposed to say what it is. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. I really like the idea for it. Um, I'm just really tired.
Sean Yen.
Does he have a? Does he have like a thing on his side? Doesn't the Boba Fett have like an ear thing that goes up?
Yeah, yeah. This he does have that. It doesn't. I don't think it's up. I think it has the option to go up, but it's always kind of down.
Oh, okay. This
I
thing
can't
is.
believe you're not using a photo reference.
No, I'm using your drawing.
That's
I'm looking at your drawing, and then like the the
that's insane.
dimensionality of your drawing, of your mask.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna add. Of course, I'm gonna add some battle damage.
Well, I mean that's one thing about that separates him from Boba Fett is Boba Fett had the battle damage.
Well, like his helmet's gonna be kind of blasted open, so we see his eye. Look at that.
Yeah, like how Boba Fett always had that little dent in, that little ding in his head, and you see in one of the movies where that ding came from.
Oh yeah, where did it come from?
Someone shot it, and went bing, and then he's like, "Oh, there it is."
Oh, yeah.
You know, one time, um, I was doing research for drawing Iron Man. There was a scene where Iron Man was being hit by bullets or something, and the sound effects was bachang ching. So it's BCHANG
Yeah.
and then CHING.
Yeah. I mean, reading the old GI Joe books, the machine gun effects were like Buddha, 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 Buddha. A lot of Buddhas.
Do you think that's just racist writers or?
I just don't think they think. I don't think people thought that deeply about stuff
I
back
mean,
then.
you could make that sound effect to say chink, right? Like a like chink in the armor.
You could, yeah.
So I mean, if I ever drew Iron Man, I would draw the sound effect to say bachang chink.
But we live in a more progressive society now, where you have to think about things. There are words that we don't use in the English language, not just because of that, but also other things. What is the word for? There's a word that we don't use that begins with N. That means like extreme savor,
Oh,
but because it sounds too close to another N word, nobody
yeah,
uses it. Eventually, these are all good things. I feel like.
yeah. It's because I mean, after a while, people were using it because of its proximity to the other word, so almost like taunting. So yeah, just get rid of it. I mean, no, there's no need for that word anyways.
Yeah. Well, all it does is it creates a minor inconvenience for now. You got to figure out another way of saying however you were going to say it before. But once you figure that out, you adjust to it. No big deal. Is this pretty close to what his mask looks like? It looks kind of like the Cylon mask to me. Is this supposed to be thinner, or are there additional?
Are you sure you don't want to pull up real reference rather than looking at doing a second generation thing?
Come on. How are we doing with this? Hey, Yojimbo. Good to see you. Pandemos, welcome back, Pandemos. We got all the crew back today. Who are we missing? Maybe El Cabone. El Cabone was here last time, but then he left. And Crispy Egg Roll is still here. He hasn't gone to sleep yet. Man, it was so hot this weekend. Unbelievable. I don't know how it was in New York, but
It's not bad at all here. But I see people taking pictures of their cell phones with like temperatures reading like in the over 100, like 110.
yeah. I mean, I remember when I was young and there'd be days during the summer that would be over 100. But it was just really hot. And in those days, it's like really hard to work in that amount of heat, right? Even though I had like the fan or I have like AC on.
Yeah, I find humidity is the bigger factor.
Because then you sweat, and the sweat from your arm or the paper starts absorbing some of the moisture, right? And then the paper is softer. Was it you that was talking about when you're traveling?
Yeah,
The
I
paper.
would take the wrong lead. It's hard to drag across certain paper when it's really humid outside. So I would take the hair dryer from the hotel room and dry the paper, and you can draw on it for like maybe half an hour before it gets bad again.
Does the Mandalorian have like a backpack? Like Boba Fett used to have a backpack with like a missile on, right?
He has a cape.
He has a cape, so he doesn't have that. So it's underneath the cape, or like. What is his arm situation?
Oh yeah, he does have a jetpack sometimes.
Yeah, but is it under? It's underneath the cape.
I don't know. I think when he puts it on, maybe he doesn't have the cape.
Does the cape turn into a hoodie? Like, these are all questions. Oh, Isaac's here. Or Isaac.
All the way from India?
Yeah. We got the whole gang. Anybody new that wants to join? That's just lurking? You guys should not, don't be so shy. Just type something in. Squeaky wheel gets the oil, unfortunately. Right? Yeah, the original Kenner doll had the missile. Pew. I remember when the Star Wars toys came out. It's like right around the time I moved to the States, and I would get one toy if I. Does he have like a sleeve, a short sleeve? It looks
He
like he
does.
has like two things, right? Like a short sleeve and then like
And
the
a long
other.
sleeve.
Yeah, okay. So I remember like going to like Montgomery Ward, and they had
But
a
if you're
toy
Chinese, it's
section.
Montgomery Ward.
Is it Montgomery Ward? Montgomery.
Montgomery. Chinese
Montgomery.
people love Montgomery.
I mean, they're not in business anymore, right? They're completely out of
No.
business. Yeah.
But they have the catalog.
Their catalog.
Yeah, that was like crack.
That used to be like, man, before the internet and porn, that was like porn right there. Like,
Yeah.
you look at the
toy section was amazing.
and the toys. Yeah, the Sears Roebuck toys section was amazing. They had NFL toys exclusive to Sears. So like these figurines of the, you could get Terry Bradshaw, Lynn Swan, but you can also, they came with stickers so you can change the jersey number. Sears had a extensive NFL toy line.
I would always salivate over the go-karts.
The go-karts, oh, like the electronic carts, right? Or the pedal ones.
Well, there was
The
actually
tin ones?
gas-powered. They did have
Gas-powered.
gas-powered.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess yeah, before the electric. I don't think it was electric back then. Too woke. I'm drinking coffee because I've been steadily pumping my veins with coffee today.
I can't believe you were. What was it? The other time you were drinking that Coors Banquet.
Coors Banquet, yeah, all weekend. I thought it
Yeah,
would be I thought it would be fun to like try it out because I've never had Coors Banquet before. So I went to the supermarket, and all they had was they had a 6 pack, but the 6 packs was a can, so 6 cans. So then I'm like, that doesn't. You got to get the bottle, right? Because the whole thing about Coors Banquet is like that little short bottle. So the short bottle, you had the smallest size was 18 bottles. So I'm like, fuck. How long is it gonna take for me to drink 18 bottles? So I think I had a bunch over the weekend.
you sounded a little. I thought you sounded a little bit buzzed.
Really, I was just frazzled from trying to set up because I had to prepare for the draft, and then does he have any elbow pads? He should have elbow pads.
No, he doesn't.
Well, he has elbow pads in my version.
Yeah, yeah. He has like the gauntlets, the very complicated predator gauntlets.
On the forearm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like I was frazzled. I wasn't prepared for the draft. But you know what? I thought we did okay. And then I ended up actually changing the name of the team to No Mercy. Christy Eggroll gave some really good advice. Although the first time I was like, um, and it was weird, man. You know, talking to myself. I mean, I started out talking to myself on the stream, but I just gotten used to talking to you or Jerry or someone. So it was like silence. It was like me talking to myself for like 2 hours. And
But that's what the streams are usually like that. No, people hardly ever have more than one themselves on the stream.
yeah, but they also have music on in the background. And then they don't talk. Sometimes people don't talk at all, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But I feel like there's a need for me to talk throughout the entire stream. Because, like, I watch Jim stream and Jim Lee, and, like, part of what I feel is good about Jim Lee's stream is that he talks the majority of the time, right? And he talks about interesting stuff. And so not only am I watching like a cool drawing take place, I'm learning something because he might say something that might be kind of inspirational,
Yeah, I learned so much from his stream.
right? Yeah. Like you were telling me about the eyeball thing where he only draws, like
the top half.
he only draws the top half and leaves the bottom half blank, so that what was
It
that?
looks
Like
wet or
reflection.
shiny.
Yeah, wet or shiny.
Yeah, wet and shiny and healthy.
Yeah. So this thing. Right. And then if you're inking it too, does he draw this line or does he leave that line, the bottom line?
It's usually a line cut straight across, as if it's like a puddle of tears.
Oh, so it's like a straight line like this?
Yeah, that's what he does.
I thought it was arced. Because I started doing this, like this arced. And then if you
Yeah, it
add
can
like
be
a,
arced.
if you add like a, because it's round, right? And then
Yeah,
you
well,
add like a
that's the
highlight.
spotlight effect. Because when the light passes through the lens, it creates like a spotlight. So you're just basically drawing the spotlight effect.
Yeah. So if you have this. And then if you're drawing if you want to be really super accurate, depending on how close you are, then you're going to draw another like lid, the eyelid. So if you're doing like a medium to close, you know, if it's a guy or girl, but right. You ever see those YouTube? I mean, not YouTube, Instagram tutorials how to draw an eye.
Yeah, they're pretty useful, but I mean, you don't need so many of them.
Right. Yeah. So something like that, right?
That tear duct thing that they're talking about is called the carunculus.
This right here.
Yeah, that kind of it's kind of like a little cul-de-sac that comes out of your eye. the nose side, a little gutter.
Yeah. Is that where the tear comes from? Tear duct?
They call them the tear duct, but it's just basically I don't know what it is. And then there's that pink membrane inside, but it's kind of cool.
Jimbo says I should have called Jim Chung and have him go halvesies on the beers. Jim
Does
doesn't
Jim
drink.
drink?
He doesn't
It
drink
doesn't
that
drink.
much. Yeah, I mean he drinks, but he doesn't drink that much. I don't think he likes beer. He's British. I mean, maybe a Guinness, but I think he's more like a wine person.
Figures.
So this is Mandalorian being shot up. Of course, if you've followed on the stream, I do a lot of battle damage to the to my drawings. So I think it's cool. Like I think some of the first things I saw with battle damage was Star Trek 2, right? When the Reliant would when the Reliant and the Enterprise first showed up, and then the Reliant like blast the Enterprise, and I was like, wow. And then the rest of the movie, the Enterprise had like this damage. I was like, wow, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I think Star Wars kind of started that used universe look.
Yeah, it was very dirty. Like yeah, they had been used. They had been
I
gone
mean,
through a couple of battles.
they kind of go overboard with it because I mean R2D2 at some point, like when they're on what was it Dagobah, he is so dirty that I just can't. I mean, it's look at it, it's like, oh, you gotta clean that thing. I mean, there's like gears and stuff and hard drives that are not going to be working with all that mud, and it's so distracting. Sometimes it takes you out of the story.
Battle damage. Also, like my favorite episode in Battlestar Galactica is when they would have like the Pegasus showed up,
Oh yeah,
and it was like I read the book too. This is the original Battlestar Galactica series, not the new one. Um, but I was so the TV show is an episode that I like so much. I actually ended up buying the books and reading the books over and over again, because back then there was no on demand. So once you saw the episode, if you didn't catch it again on rerun, then you might never see it again, right? So I bought the book that went into further detail about the Battlestar Pegasus, and it's supposed to be like heavily damaged because it had withstood multiple attacks by the Cylons. They had supposedly purged or um, commandeered other human colonial craft uh, for the purpose of military, you know, I guess, done some war crime shit.
but there was one scene um, when they were, I think they were under silent attack. So I was really impressed by the special effects and what they did back then with the practical effects. So the scene is like a from behind, two guys working at a computer, or maybe they're working at a gun station. And then, of course, they're not at a window. So what they see is the monitor
Yeah.
with a Cylon coming into view straight at them. And then, yeah, and it's like a video screen. And then the Cylon fires at them. And you see like the blast come toward the camera, I mean, toward the video screen. And then right when it hits the video screen, the whole set blows up and those two guys get blown backwards. And like, pretty good timing.
I mean, I thought the special effects in Battlestar Galactica were pretty good, the original ones. Just after a while, like they used the same they used the same flight animations. Like, oh, the Viper would come down and
Yeah.
behind the Cylon. So they started using the same ones over and over again. But how many fingers does the Baby Yoda have? 3.
3.
Yeah. Airwolf too. Airwolf, Blue Thunder, man. Those were like awesome shows. Did you ever watch? Were you into Airwolf or Blue Thunder, Sean?
Blue Thunder, I remember.
Blue Thunder was the police version.
When I was a kid, though, I go back even further to Space 1999.
Space 1999.
That was, if you look at it now, it just does not hold up too well. It's a little
I
the
have that.
special effects.
I have that toy. I always loved the ship, the Eagle.
Yeah, that eagle, like that's a classic design. People love, for some reason, they love the eagle.
Yeah, the Eagle is like so well designed. But then, like when I remember I think I came to the States like right around the time it was out, so I didn't get to see actually that many episodes of it. But then when I did watch episodes, I was a little disappointed. But in terms of like action, I thought it was like they would blast, um, that they would blast a whole bunch of, I don't know.
Hey, we got someone joining.
Someone's joining us. There's Jerry.
What are you punks doing?
Oh, hey, Jerry. How's it going? Are you sober?
Oh yeah, I'm having a very frustrating night of working.
Jerry, what happened?
Man, I'm working on that stuff in China, and I'm trying to, they asked me to do like this, these graphics on, based off of names. And I feel like all I did was like the same thing over and over, like I just couldn't get something new out. Is that Jim Chung?
I'm
Why do you
gonna,
have-
I'm gonna use his body.
What body?
There we go. There.
Oh, okay.
See, Jerry's drawing.
Oh my god. This is
Well,
trying
Jerry,
to
would
come
you
up
rather
with-
be Blanca?
It's
I mean,
okay, okay.
You can be Blanca. Let me see.
I didn't know you were going to be drawing Mandalorian, Bernard.
I didn't really want to, but Sean said he's drawing one, so then I felt like, okay, I gotta do one.
team player, man. So wait, who comes up with whose thing is this that we're doing? Is it your idea or?
We just kind of pick, like, there's an order, so everyone just kind of picks a character each week.
So
And,
this is like
it's pretty random.
Okay, it's like the new Inktober because no one's doing Inktober anymore because of all the controversy.
Right.
What's the controversy? Sorry, I don't keep up to date with all the news stuff.
I think there was two controversies. Like last year, is that people were putting out Inktober sketchbooks for their work, and if you have the Inktober logo on it, then you're in violation of a trademark, right? So
Jesus.
this is sort of like one of these like crowdsourced thing where you kind of give it to. It's like I don't know what to call it, some kind of
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
where everyone's like, but then now he says like it's trademark, so everyone's like, oh, screw you. And then this time there's allegations of plagiarism where his own book he's putting out borrows heavily from someone else, like a YouTube artist that put together all these lessons. So the similarity I think is pretty undeniable.
It's hard for me to take you seriously, Sean, as I see the lips animated on your face.
Yeah, but look at you in that. That's
It looks
squatting
like
position.
I'm taking a crap on the toilet or something.
Yeah, I'm forcing you to.
I should draw a toilet. Oh, Jerry didn't see this. Jerry showed up late. Let me find the
Oh yes,
uh,
our new backdrop.
Cobra Kai wall.
We're all covering it up though. You gotta get us out of the way.
Can you see
Hey,
this?
D. Rogers, I'm glad you like the shirt. And thanks for ordering it, man. That's a great background for you. Oh, so I
first.
finished Cobra Kai. I finished it finally.
Okay, we gotta still wait for Sean though. Sean hasn't.
Oh,
He's only
come
done
on,
with season one.
Sean.
I just started season 2.
Yeah.
Ay, jai, jai.
'Cause I talked to John Paul on the phone today about it. So we had a really good discussion. I was actually there we go. I was actually very inspired after our discussion.
I
And
mean,
I
it's
think-
redonkulous, but it's okay.
And I think Sean, like, you just wrote a book about how to write and draw, how to put together comics. So I think it's kind of in the same Same category.
Okay.
But anyways, this is the Cobra Kai dojo. So, all right, let me get rid of this. Now I forgot what slide your piece of artwork was on, Sean.
Oh, you don't need to man, you showed it enough.
All right, there we go.
So, Jerry, you finished your Mandalorian, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'll text it to you guys right now if you guys want to see it.
Well, when do you do the reveal? Is it tomorrow afternoon?
I kind of have to do it in the morning just because I gotta go to
Oh,
work.
Yeah.
So
he's
I
at work.
typically do it right before I go to work, which sucks. I had to go to jury duty today.
Nice.
oh,
Guilty or
you couldn't get
innocent?
out of it?
So I was there for like 30 minutes only,
Oh, that's not
and
bad.
then they told me to go home.
Oh, what is this? This is your piece, Jerry? You just texted me.
Yeah,
Your
so
piece?
I'm doing it with a restaurant sign in it too.
Oh, can I show this on?
No, you can't show it now, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't care. No one's. It's not gonna. I don't think this is not like in October where we'll be upsetting apparently thousands of people.
Yeah, I've never participated in Inktober. You should actually come up with a catch your name and sketch of the week, Jerry. And then we should start our. This
Hey,
will
there's
start
no
our own
Inktober.
Yeah. So what should we do? Like, um, cabin fever drawing or something like quarantine drawing or I don't
I
know.
want to get Walt to do a drawing too.
Yeah. See, once you gotta get some people. But you gotta come up with a catchy name. Sketch of the week is like
Sketch Timber is pretty good. I see from Long was here, but we've been
Long.
actually doing this for a little while. So
What about Sketch Timber? What was it? Did you name it? What did you name the piece, Jerry?
no.
No.
Why don't you call it? Can you call it Sketch It Bitches?
Is it so? It's like image
Yeah.
something.
I don't use such foul language. Sean Money Chen.
Sean, did you also notice Sean's S is a dollar sign on the thing?
I got it. Sketch
Oh yeah.
Bitches.
Why such foul language, guys?
Sean's very angry these days because the amount of money that he makes now he has to pay a lot more taxes. And that comes with the territory. The more money you make, more
I like
problems.
Sean Tober.
Yeah, Sean Tober. What about Sean Tober? There we go. Isaac,
What does it have to
Isaac
do
with the win. Sean Tober. I always just call it Sean Sketches or Sean Tober Sketches.
It makes no sense.
Well, yeah, but it's a catchy name, Sean Tober.
So this is where a group of people
Actually,
draw the
right
same theme
right
drawing.
now
It's Seantober.
Sean Tember. Right now it's Sean Tember. Then it'll be Sean Tober. Then it'll be Sean over Sean wait Sean Vember, then Sean Sember, right? And then Shawnuary. Am I going too far? Am I beating a dead horse?
Sean Chamber.
Sean Chamber. Yeah. What was the word I couldn't say last time? Alphabeticalize.
Yes.
Alphabetize. I'm telling you, my brain is not like functioning at a.
I will say this Mandalorian guy took me friggin' forever to draw.
Well, why'd you come up with it? Why couldn't you just say like?
Excuse me, I had to sneeze.
Did you just throw up? Well, I didn't spin the
No, I
video.
just sneezed.
Sounded like you were throwing up.
I tried to hold it in, My allergies are going wild nowadays.
Oh yeah, I got allergies too. I guess yeah, something's in the air.
It's called COVID, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's pollen.
It's called COVID.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, actually, the thing about if you look at Boba Fett, um, I think for the time and like when you step back and take a look at him, it's a pretty cool costume. But I mean, it is still from the 70s.
He's a Rob Liefeld character. He's got like a million pouches and everything, you know?
But I think these days, with the way that costumes designs are done now with concept art, they're so much cooler now. And I mean, you just really can't compete. I mean,
I don't know about you, Sean. I think I can compete.
he has these plates that are glued to his shirt, so they kind of swim around on his body. so, so the Mandalorian is actually a step up from Boba Fett,
Oh,
but it's no Halo or anything or Gears of War or anything.
Yeah, but they're limited in terms of how much they can design based on the tech that they've already established,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I understand that. So they actually improved it quite a bit with the Mandalorian.
There we go. Look at this.
You can take this drawing down, man.
What does the sign say? Does it say Whole Foods?
It's a Saigon Social.
Saigon
It's
Social.
a friend's restaurant here in the Lower East Side of New York, and she
Hmm.
loves Star Wars and Boba Fett.
So the rest of us have to see that.
Damn, Sean's like extremely aggressive today.
Yes.
I know, it's so aggressive.
Yeah, we have to see just because Jerry wants to get into her pants. We all have to see this sign.
No, look, I have a girlfriend.
Jerry's dating my cousin, Sean. Don't be speaking that.
That's news to me. So
I hope she doesn't watch this.
She's at a meeting right now.
Money has changed, Sean. That's right.
Yeah, it has. She's so aggressive now.
Look at this. I love it. Everyone that types Sean's name has a dollar sign for the S. That's just.
Except for Sue Lee.
Come on, Sue. No, Sue also.
And Yojimbo, come on, Yojimbo. You're better than that,
I
man.
don't know. Is it? My vision's kind of blurred. Not only is my brain slower, but my vision's gone down too. There we go. There we go.
There
Sue.
she goes.
Okay. All right.
I like how you didn't. If you follow the photo reference too much, you end up drawing his head too big because it's a real costume. But looks like you translated it for a two-dimensional comic.
Yeah. Well, you gotta again. I drew the head underneath, and his head is actually right here. So even if let me see, you can't see.
Yeah, but no, I can't see what you're drawing,
Jerry's
man.
drawing is blocking.
Yeah, I was talking about Jerry's drawing.
Where
yeah.
the hell is Jerry's drawing? Where's this drawing on this OBS thing? I need to be able to. There we go. Yeah. So his head is so this is the outside of the helmet. His head is right here. Right? That's not a lot of protection. That's like a centimeter of protection.
Yeah, but it's like a special, steel created in space. So
Yeah.
it's super thin and super light.
Super
It's
thin,
flexible.
right.
And it's laser proof.
And I don't know if it's laser proof. Is it also sweat proof? It ventilates?
Yes. There's AC inside.
Here's the
That's
other
the case. Why do they still wear burlap? You
Yeah.
know?
Because
I
it
mean-
gets cold in the winter, man.
Well, here's the other thing. Have you seen the latest football helmets? The latest
Yeah,
football
they're
helmets.
ginormous. They're like bobbleheads.
They're huge, but they're also they're not just round, but there's all these different grooves and it's pretty cool. They would make really cool space helmets. They would look cooler than this. Almost, maybe. All right, I think it's time to darken this. We're an hour in. I thought we'd only do an hour. I gotta stay up and finish inking and then color a cover tonight. So
Yeah,
Jerry,
late nights for all of us.
you gonna go to sleep, Jerry? It's 12:30 your time.
I gotta work on this NBA, this thing in China right now.
Oh, can you work and talk at the same time or no?
I guess.
Not effectively, but
Yeah.
No, it's just been frustrating, because like this has been a long day, man. I went to jury duty, then I had to work at my dad's store. Then came back home. I've been working on this China thing, and it's just I don't know. I think I'm just not in a good groove right now.
Do you think the Mandalorian should be looking down at Baby Yoda, or should it be looking at us?
I think you should erase and start over, man.
Gee, thanks.
I don't want to joke like that because Bernard would actually erase and start over.
There. I want him to kind of look down. Because then he realizes that he didn't really do a good job protecting Baby Yoda. You see, like, Baby Yoda's head's blown off.
Wow. So you have no appreciation for this franchise.
No, I like the franchise. I'm just, when I'm not, I think it's kind of funny.
Okay.
This is a hypothetical situation. So is the Mandalorian also a Jedi, or no?
He's a
You're gonna
bounty
get in
hunter, man.
You get in trouble with Marvel again.
Oh yeah, I got in trouble with Marvel today, Jerry.
Why did you get in trouble with Marvel?
They were like, oh. Take down the Shang-Chi cover that I posted.
But they posted it first.
I know. I said, oh, I saw it on Twitter first. That's why I posted it.
That's why I posted it. I saw it literally on a Marvel post.
Oh.
So you're saying that Marvel does not know what's going on in its own house?
It was in a Marvel post?
I believe so.
I saw it on a comics news site. I mean, it's all right. I'm sure it'll get cleared up tomorrow. But I took it down anyways.
I don't know if you really fear Marvel's bite these days.
Whoa, Sean! Look at you.
Sean
Sell a
got,
couple books and you're not scared of nothing.
No. I work for DC.
Sean sold 10,000 copies in 3 hours, and now he's like,
Wow.
So what do you guys do when you're constantly working on the same thing and it's just not coming out right?
take a picture of it with your cell phone, and then look at it from a smaller perspective. That
For real?
vantage point. Yeah, for real. Take a
Yeah,
picture.
it's-
Take a picture of it with your cell phone.
The equivalent of coming back to it a day later.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I need to do that.
And then, but also it's not a bad, like what's going on. Sure, it's a bad thing because it interrupts your progress. But really what's going on is that what you're drawing would have passed maybe a year ago, but then your eye is better now. So
Yeah.
you level up, but then your skill takes time to catch up. So you should always be looking at your work and thinking there's a problem with it and thinking you're moving backwards, but you're not moving backwards. You're actually moving forward.
Yep.
This is super zen, Sean.
Well, is it you having a problem with the work, or is it the client?
No, me. Just I haven't shown it to anybody yet.
Oh.
So, well, God, I feel like I just got to tell you what I'm working on. Bernard knows what I'm working
Yeah.
on. So I guess it's not a big deal. I just can't show the artwork, I suppose.
Well, I
But
mean, you can talk around it. You don't have to talk exactly about what it is.
Yeah. So I'm doing a line of T-shirts in China for a basketball thing, and I've the last time I came on the Twitch, I was I just got off a meeting with them, so I think I'm going to be doing a lot more work with them, and hopefully just be much more involved in like everything with it, including production and all that. But the stuff I worked on today, I did it with the intent of making it look different from the first line that I just did, but I just feel like it looks exactly the friggin' same, you know.
Mm.
And like I didn't do anything new. I just did different poses, you know.
But might that be what they want?
Maybe. I mean, I guess I should show it to them first, but I'm just a little disappointed at myself. I guess.
Yeah, you should always show it as an option, right?
Yeah, yeah, I guess.
Well, that's what we're here for, Jerry. I mean, Sean wouldn't know the difference between basketball and football, but
Yes.
art-wise, he can tell you something might look off, right?
You should just draw like a touchdown scene, you know, when you make a touchdown in basketball and you do that dance, right? Then you spike that thing, you spike that what is it
Did you
called?
guys hear about the U.S. Open? What's his name? Djokovic. He got kicked out for hitting
Yes.
the line judge
Yeah,
in the throat. I believe he hit her in the throat
he
with the
did.
tennis
Yeah,
ball.
he hit the ball, and then she's like, at the end, and it went right to her, hit her right on the throat. Yeah, and then she went to the hospital.
I believe he did it somewhat on purpose.
Hmm. I believe he
Those guys can control. They tell the ball where it goes.
Really?
Come on. Yeah. It's like he knows exactly where he's hitting that thing, you know?
I think he hit it towards her. Maybe he didn't intend to hit her throat. I mean, that's ninja. That's like fucking. But they are pros. I mean, I've seen professional basketball players practice, and they never miss in practice when they're
Yeah.
by themselves. So
Well, if you ever see like the shot cam when they place the where the ball hits the ground, you try to get as close as you can to that line or that corner, and all of those points all rack up within an inch of that line, so they can place it
She
easily.
flopped like Vladi Divac. Sean, I'm not sure if you know who Vladi Divac is, but I think his most famous thing is A, the flop, but B, he was traded for Kobe Bryant.
to
To Charlotte. Charlotte had the draft pick to get Kobe Bryant, and Kobe demanded that he would not sign with Charlotte. So they traded him to LA to get Kobe Bryant.
oh wait, you gotta ask Sean. Do you know who Kobe Bryant is?
Of course. I
He's
watch the
baseball's home
news.
run king.
He's the inventor of the Kobe steak, right?
Right.
Correct.
Jerry, you should read Sue Lee's post. Maybe she's diagnosing your problem.
What does
If
Suli
I ever
say?
throw garbage into a trash can,
Oh no, up higher.
She said, just throw your shit out, Jerry, and start over.
oh, about hyping yourself up for a project. Oh no, the project is actually fantastic. I'm kind of pumped about the project.
Yeah.
It's just I'm already like onto the second phase of the project. It's just I just feel like I gotta do some more research or something. I need some more ideas.
And these days too, we're like stuck inside the house, right? Can't really go out.
Yeah, it's hard to get inspired right now, you know. Although watching Bernard go to town on the Mandalorian helps.
Is this like metal, like his shoulder
It is
pad?
metal. It is chrome.
It's like chrome. Okay.
Have you guys gone onto Suli's Twitch yet? I've actually checked it out like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lurk there.
It's a
I
very
lurked it.
social thing. I didn't realize there was going to be like.
There's so many. It's like the
Yeah.
Brady Bunch grid.
Well, on Fridays she has like 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah, no,
And
I don't
guests.
think it sucks at all. I thought it was actually pretty cool.
With that many people, still like a special guest sometimes. It's kinda...
Yeah, but she doesn't have Jerry Ma.
Yes.
I mean, like, my mom and dad really like my artwork.
Here, I'm gonna have like some of the his cape will be a little bad. So Basically, the Mandalorian. My drawing is the Mandalorian was in a firefight, and he didn't protect Yoda. It's a what if scenario.
Yeah, tell that to Marvel too.
Damn, Sean, so much venom in your voice.
Yeah, Sean is free. Sean is free from the man now, so he's like,
I think we're all gonna be kind of free. We won't have much choice.
I don't know, Sean. I think superhero comics will always be here. There's a premature, overhyped about its end.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll always be here, but then Marvel and DC don't own the superhero though. I mean, I think anyway, like don't do what I do. Like my creative own project was not superhero at all. It's like I just picked the most the subject matter that was furthest away from anything that's popular. But I mean, I think we can create stuff, right? And then
Oh yeah, look, I mean it's comics. Comics is not going away. The genre of
yeah,
comics is going to shift every now and then, and
yeah, it's not going away.
you know sometimes superheroes will still be around. Um, it's a corporation. They're trying to expand their market base. Their market base is right now. You know that it's like older people, 40s, 50s, people in the 30s, people that collected comics when they were teenagers. Now they're older, but they're trying to make every effort to bring in a newer reader base.
Right, through scholastics. YA. You know, I think um, I don't usually watch YA stuff or read it. I'm completely unfamiliar with it because I have no patience for it. But I gotta say, watching Cobra Kai was really the first YA. So I'm glad I'm seeing some YA type material.
Yeah.
It feels very YA, and then also just to see that, which is the best of the best of YA.
Yeah, what about the Lego movies, actually? Like your Jimbo's saying, like Lego Batman. Honestly, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's strange when they become more popular. Like if you create something, um, like you created like Jerry Mom Man or something like that. Um, Sooner or later, there's going to be a Lego version, and the kids are going to love it. And then you can go to a convention and say like, "Hey, I created this," and they're like, "I don't care. Like it doesn't look like the Lego version. Like all they care about is the Lego version."
So draw the Lego version.
Yes.
I mean, I understand the. I feel like, yes, the independent market is one that's much more viable now than it was before. Um, but there's always going to be a Marvel Comics, a DC Comics. Um, the format might change slightly, hopefully to adapt to new technologies. Uh, but that doesn't mean there can't be both.
Yeah, they'll be both. Yeah. Um,
I mean, you look at the movie industry. Do you think the movie industry is suffering because of, I don't know, because they're pandering to particular groups of people?
I think Hollywood doesn't have an original bone in its body,
that's where they kind of rely on us, right?
basically, right?
Yeah. Are you sure this guy he doesn't have an elbow pad?
He does not.
If I was a bounty hunter, I would have an elbow pad. How many times do you have to crawl on the floor? You know, a lot.
How about knee pads?
Knee pads too, yeah,
Yeah, he has
and a
knee
cup.
pads.
Yeah. Why would you have knee pads but not an elbow? I mean, you're gonna have like body armor.
He has back of the hand pads. I mean, he doesn't have elbow pads.
084 Jose, thanks for the follow.
That's so he can bitch slap people, though.
Somebody else followed, but I can't pronounce their.
Yeah, that's a bunch of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a keyboard smash name.
Make sure you guys hit that follow button so you know when we're gonna be on. We might not be on again until. I don't know. I got some. Yeah. What? Until when?
Until I finish issue 50 of Batman Beyond.
Well, Sean.
What
might
issue are you on, Sean?
He's on 50.
Yeah, 50, yeah.
Oh,
But I might have something to do Thursday, and then so maybe this weekend. I don't know. Maybe Friday. We'll see.
Yeah, you should try to catch every single stream you can, because the last time Bernard took a hiatus, it was 1 year long.
Yeah. When you're working on a monthly book or like major projects, it's very difficult to carve out time to do streams.
just draw the pages on the live stream. Marvel would be super pumped about that, right?
I
Actually-
love when you do that.
Well, like I mean, Jim Lee has been saying like you can draw stuff online on stream, as long as it's not a spoiler, right? So he's actually said that. He's actually encouraged us to stream.
I like sometimes he shows a variant cover that he's not supposed to show. He'll show it, but then he'll keep it moving, like wave it around so that you can never do a screenshot.
Is there a reference for his forearm thing?
It's called Forearm Thing.
It's complicated.
Is there like a grappling gun on it, or what? So like,
I think he's got a flamethrower, and
It's like a little like watch screens on it and stuff.
yeah. So I can make up shit though, right? Like
I think you
Yeah.
kind of have to because it's just
Well-
like a bunch of boxes on top. of
I'm
each
already
other.
blowing up Baby Yoda's head, so I already blew off his head. I think I can make up the forearm thing. What did you call this, Sean? Something gauntlet?
Oh, the Predator Gauntlet.
Oh, Predator gauntlet.
So I started watching a new show recently. What? Let me change that. I've just started watching an old show recently.
What? The Boys?
Have you guys ever seen the Community show?
Yes. Bits and pieces of
It's pretty good.
it. Yeah. With
It's a
Ken
comedy,
Jeong,
right?
Ken Jeong
Yeah, he's a Spanish teacher,
and Chevy Chase.
and Don Glover is fantastic on the show.
I thought you were gonna say something like The Boys.
Oh no, I think I'll watch that like when they all come out.
I have a bad feeling about the. I mean, I'm sure it's a great show, but
Oh,
when I was on Wolverine for 2 years, and then there was a new administration where who took over? Joe Quesada, and it was what's his name? He's at AWA now.
Axel.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
excellent.
Oh yeah, maybe it was Axel too. Yeah. So he wanted to take Wolverine in another direction with like a quote unquote A-list artist. I mean, I don't know if it's so. Derek Robertson was the person who was gunning. You know, like when people are breathing down your neck. You know, like these young whippersnappers trying to take your job from you. So that was Derek Robertson. He was like campaigning to take over Wolverine. So I mean, it
Derek
took a
Robertson
while.
is a young whippersnapper.
No, he's not actually. He's actually my age.
Yeah.
But so I think he finally managed to take Wolverine out of my cold dead hands, and it didn't do too well. Let's put it that way. So, but you know, it wasn't like behind. At least he was like right in front of it. He says like, I'm gonna make a proposal to them with me and Rucka, and we're gonna just tell Marvel what we want to do. So we're not really trying to, nothing against you. This is just business. And then we kind of, said it right to my face. So I was like, yeah, whatever. That's fine. It's perfectly fair. And I had 2 years on this. That's good enough. So then he finally went out and did his thing, where Wolverine, I think he envisioned Wolverine as like a lesbian truck driver who was 5 feet tall, and and they both had this idea that he would never pop his claws because he's like a samurai, right? And samurai doesn't whip out his sword every chance he gets. It's basically maybe once during the whole arc, the knives come out. So yeah, that was and then after that he moved on and did The Boys.
Oh, really? Yeah, but
Yeah,
who wrote the boys?
it was, oh god, what was his name? Is it?
What's his name?
Yeah, is it Ennis? Or is it
No,
It's
it's Garth Ennis.
Garth?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
Garth Ennis.
Garth
Yeah,
Ennis.
Yojimbo's got it.
So Garth Ennis, who wrote the Wolverine series? Garth Ennis or no?
No, that was Greg Rucka.
Oh, Greg Rucka.
Do you guys still talk?
Oh, I mean, I just don't see him that much, but because he lives, I mean, he's kind of not really in the industry. I don't know if he actually draws anymore.
With Derek Robinson?
Yeah, I,
mean,
don't know what he's doing now.
His
but
style is very
he's-
different than yours.
Yeah, definitely, and he's got all the boys' money now, so he's fine.
Yeah, but did he sell 10,000 copies of a book in 3 hours?
And how many issue number 9s did he sell?
Yes.
Sean, Jerry, Sean's first book was Rye number 9, Rye and the Future Force number 9. And he sold like 1.5 million copies of that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's the highest selling number 9 issue ever.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
And
I'm
it was
just
his
making that
debut
up.
and it was his debut issue too, like his first
Yeah,
book,
imagine
first
that,
book.
like your first book that ever comes out. I think there was 800,000 copies ordered, and that was the first book I ever did. So then that's when I told my mom, like, this is what I'm doing for a living, by the way, because I didn't want to tell him before, until I knew it was a good job.
It wasn't even a number 1 issue, it was a number 9.
And now your mom's been like waiting ever since for you to do better.
So yeah, that was the very first thing. But then, of course, that was the only time it was like that. Then it was steadily down and down and down
Until like last week.
yeah.
So you just had to write your own books, John.
When I told my mom, this is kind of weird. I remember because it was kind of really strange. I told my mom, like, oh, I just want to let you know that I do have a job finally. After all these years, I'm actually doing something. And this is what it is. I'm drawing this book for this comic book. And then I told her how much it was selling. And my mom was like waiting for me to finish talking so she could say something. I was telling her all about Rye and everything like that, and Barry Windsor Smith and what I've been doing the past year working in secret. And then she just kept on wanting to say something. So finally I stopped and she goes, "Is this something your Uncle David could do?" And my Uncle David lost his job a while back. And I looked at him, I was like, "What?" And he's like, because he can draw really well. And so, yeah, Mom, anyone can do this job.
Did you give Uncle David an internship at Valiant?
I think he was like 60 something at the time, or 70 something.
Hey man, don't rip on your uncle. It's messed up.
Well, he's an architect, so
Oh.
I don't think he really draws.
Use them to draw your backgrounds.
Have him do the flats. Or the panel borders. So whatever happened to your uncle?
Oh, he actually did quite well for himself. After a while, he got picked up as an architect. Yeah, so he's doing fine.
Sean's mom used to go with him to all these conventions too. She was very proud of you, Sean.
Yeah, that was really strange, but I can't believe it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, if they were around long enough, I think maybe Yojimbo probably has seen my mom before. She used to go to every convention.
Especially the Baltimore shows, because she used to live in the area.
Baltimore shows.
Yeah, that's a good show. It's coming around again. So is this still happening? Does anyone know?
Yeah, is the Baltimore convention still happening? Oh, the other thing I wanted to ask about the boys, I remember now. If you've seen the first 3 episodes of the second season, Yokiko, I think Kamiko or Kamiko. First of all, it's a Japanese name, but then they're like in Southeast Asia, like her backstory. So she meets her brother, and her brother is talking to her, and they talk for 3 scenes, and they do like a form of like sign language. But the first scene, I'm listening to him talk. I'm like, what language is he speaking? Like, her name is Kamiko. I don't remember if they ever said his name. But then he's talking in some kind of language, and I'm like, this doesn't sound like Japanese.
Oh, let's go. Line away, boss.
Right, it doesn't sound. And then the second scene, it sounded like it was half Japanese, half this other language. And then the third scene, it sounded a lot more like Japanese. So, have any of you seen the first 3 episodes, and have any of you translated what he was saying? Because I'm just curious.
Pandemo says it wasn't Japanese.
It wasn't Japanese. What was it?
Zuli says just a bad accent.
Pandemos. Because the actor is his last name is Lim, so he's either Korean or Chinese. And so I'm just wondering, like, is it a bad accent? Because sometimes, like, when there's an Asian character and they're speaking Chinese and it's like poor Mandarin, accented Mandarin, I can tell, right? Most people can't, unless you speak the language. So I'm just curious, like, what was he? Lim, Lim. Yeah. So Lim could be Korean, but also could be Chinese. So I'm just kind of curious. All right, I think I'm
Hey,
done.
Bernard, you gonna put some blood spatter on this piece?
No, it was like laser, so seared everything, sealed all the blood vessels.
Cauterized.
Yeah, cauterized, right. I was gonna say alphabeticalized. Like, here's his spine, right here. Right. Look at
That
it.
should be a good like Comic-Con exclusive toy.
That's great rendering on there, man.
So he's
Look at
like,
that cloth. Look at the textures and everything. It's fantastic.
So he's like, oh my goodness. He was trying to protect. I forgot his other arm. I was gonna have his other arm hold a gun, but we're out of time.
Hold a
So-
gun. Are you crazy?
There's a pouch. Draw a pouch, finish out his belt. Okay, let's get ready for the wheel.
Wow, that's cool.
Jerry, you're not gonna
I'm
go
so
to sleep?
scared I'm gonna throw up, man.
Why? Oh,
The wheel.
all right. Let's do the wheel here. Do we want to come up with any more new rules for the wheel?
Yeah, some of the rules has to be to find a new name for our sketch thing.
Yeah, we gotta come up with a new name for Jerry's sketch of the week. My backdrop, the Hollywood.
You don't want
illusion
to call
is
it just
gone.
draw this, bitches.
Draw this, bitches. Like, Inktober is catchy, right? But sketchy as hell. What about that sketchy? I still like Shantober. All right, let me find this stream manager. Where is this? Oh, Streamlabs. Streamlabs. All right. See, it's like this helmet area up here looks kind of Cylon-esque. Oh, let me go in there.
What's a Cylon?
What?
What's a Cylon?
What is a Cylon?
Jerry, you gotta sit in the corner for 5 minutes.
Okay, but then can you tell me what a Cylon is?
BSGOG, motherfucker.
PS. Oh, I was a Buck Rogers guy, man. I couldn't get into Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica.
I always hated like when the hallways get all red, and it just looks so phony to me.
Well,
I loved Hawkeye, and I loved Wilma.
oh yeah, Hawk.
And I loved.
Were we talking about that
not
last
Hawkeye,
time?
but Buck Rogers, the Hawk dude, he was
Yeah.
awesome.
Were we talking about that last time?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, and Hawk's wife.
Yeah, Hawk's wife.
Yeah,
was hot.
she was so
Yeah,
pretty.
She was hot. Yeah, and then Hawk had like he was kind of pigeon-toed, right? So
He had
when
a
walked-
huge nose, and he had the gun on his leg, which was like the first one to have a gun on his thigh.
Well, the Battlestar Galactica dudes had the gun on the thigh. That's what I thought was so cool. And
It
then they
just
had
looked like they were cosplaying.
their boots had the straps that kind of like flared out.
Man, do you remember what is it called? The Tucana Singers? I don't know if
The
that's...
ones with the 2 eyes and the 4 tits, or the 3
Oh
tits.
man, those are nightmarish because it wasn't CGI. Like those are practical effects, and I was like wondering how to get in that mouth and the eyes to move.
Movie magic, Sean. Movie magic. By the way, I was cleaning out my studio this weekend, and I found that Blake Leibel comic. And you were right. Like I forgot, I watched the stream. Vilder Valderrama was at our table too, right? He showed up.
Yeah, Fez from that '70s show with his dog.
Oh, his dog showed up. I didn't even.
I'm so impressed to see everyone like the Hawk guy from Buck Rogers.
The Hawk. And he had a cool
I always
ship.
liked bird people. Yeah, everything
Right?
was
And
cool.
the claws, like
He was in all black.
yeah,
Yeah, his ship would like claw onto your ship.
right. Well,
in space.
but it also killed his wife. I mean,
Oh yeah, killed his wife.
but Colonel Deering, ooh, first crush. Would you, Colonel Deering? Did you have a bigger crush on Colonel Deering or Linda Carter?
Is Colonel Deering Wilma?
Yeah, Wilma.
Yeah.
Oh, I liked Wilma more, believe it or not.
Then Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wilma is so pretty, or is still pretty. I think she's pretty now.
Oh yeah. I think we were talking to Sean. I was saying like, Sean, the ideal would be like to be at a convention somewhere, stuck with Colonel Deering in the green room.
Oh, Erin Gray is her name.
Erin Gray,
Oh.
yeah.
She was on Silver Spoons. Oh my god.
Yeah.
With Leonardo DiCaprio.
No. No, from Dickie Shredder, whatever his name is, I forgot.
Oh. Yeah, but Leonardo DiCaprio was on Silver Spoons too, wasn't he?
I don't think so. He was on. Was it Facts of Life?
You know whose career I admire is Jason.
Oh, wait. Did you see? Speaking of Facts of Life, Tootie was in Cobra Kai.
What? Oh yeah, she was like in one like
Someone's
background
mother.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, she was one of the kids' mothers.
Oh, at the pool party when
Yeah.
he's talking about joining his dojo, and she's like, "Oh, my daughter has."
Yeah.
Oh, that was
That's
Tootie.
Tootie.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Wow. Look, see, you learn something new every day. In some ways, we're equivalent to Jim Lee's stream. You learn something new every day. Right? I mean, I'm learning.
Yeah. I learned so much from Jim Lee's stream, and I learned so much from our too.
Yeah, we learned that Jerry thinks Hawk's wife is hot.
Leo DiCaprio was
Well,
on Growing Pains.
we all like. Did somebody confirm that Leo was on Growing Pains, or Silver Spoons? Growing
Yeah,
Pains.
D. Rogers said.
Yeah, we all like the same shows. Well, you didn't like Battlestar Galactica. Did you like Space
Yeah.
1999?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, penalty
He's too
box.
young.
I'm not that young.
That's who's the guy that was in it? The guy that he had a big nose too. The lead. He had like a huge
Well,
nose.
yeah.
I mean, I was a Shaw Brothers guy, man. I was watching all the kung fu shows or movies.
Yeah, but Space 1999 came out like in 1978 or 79. And it had like the white ship, the eagle. The head of the space shuttle looked like an eagle. Had like 4 black windows on it.
There were some lovely ladies in that show too.
It's like this. It's like
Maya the shapeshifter.
I don't remember. I just remember the ship. Jerry, you've never seen a show that had a ship like this?
It's
And
a
then
it's a very real world design. I
Yeah.
can see a real ship like that, and it had like a lot of like space frame stuff. I mean, like girders and
yeah, well
it looks like it's
the
made out
whole
of crane
body of the
parts.
ship is like this. There's these four legs that came out. They had like a directional outlets, and they had 4 thrusters in the back. I'm running out of room here.
The little skids on each one of those feet,
Yeah, these were like landing pads.
and
right?
also the coolest opening sequence with the theme and everything like that. Just like I think they have that kind of like that bouncy bongos and jazzy bass guitar.
And then the middle part here would be like they would pick up like these compartments, right? That had like a door here. So like this would come down and pick it up, and then this
Yeah.
would be in there like this. But I don't think they had guns. Did they shoot at all? That's why I
don't-
was like disappointed. Like
They just threw rocks.
they just moved shit from the moon from one moon base to another moon base, or something like that. I don't know.
What was the first anime you guys ever watched? Or not first that you watched, but the first one that meant something to you, I should
Well,
say.
there's Speed Racer and Star Blazers. Star Blazers was Battleship Yamato.
I mean, when I saw the original Macross, that was like mind blowing to me.
Oh, all right. Why don't you guys entertain the masses? Give me 1 second.
He's gonna drop the kids off at the pool.
He's been thinking about Wilma too much. He's got to take care of business. So,
You didn't-
Sean, are you going to go to the Baltimore Comic Con?
I want to, but I don't think it's going to happen. I
It
think
can't
it's just,
happen. That's so stupid if it happens.
but yeah, someone said Frank Miller's going to be there. So
Whatever. Frank Miller can barely walk, man. Seriously, they're just advertising him, you know?
Speaking of which, I found this cleaning up. You guys see this?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
My green screen is not holding up today. This is another original animation cell.
oh wow,
Gifted
that's
by
a
my
nice
buddy
one.
Harry.
Leave Frank alone.
So this one, who is this guy? I don't know who this guy is. I don't remember.
That looks like John Paul Leon with a
Yeah, I was going to
goatee.
say it's John Paul.
Right? And then
Well, like a skinny Tommy Lee Edwards.
you had 2 of the goons in the background.
That could be you and Sean with John Paul in the front.
It's the three out of the 3 out of the 5 Boulevard. And then on the back, there's like a pencil drawing of, I think this is Ken, right? The leader.
Oh, that
Why
is
does it have a
Ken.
background?
Huh? This one had a background. That's what's so cool about it. Like this cell had, a background in it. Usually they don't come with a background sometimes. This one is just a pencil drawing of Ken.
Wow, so there's one background, but there's like hundreds of acetate thing. So you got the background. It's great.
Yeah, yeah. Because then they use the same background too, or they move the animation, whatever. And then, do you guys know this one? I'm supposed to give this to Jim. Do you guys know this character? I have no idea who this character is. I mean, I figure your Jimbo would probably know. Do you guys know this character?
That looks very Japanese.
I mean, I would say maybe Fletch. But, I mean, I don't know what he's doing.
I think he was climbing up a wall, peeking through the window, and saw a girl in the shower, and then fell off the wall.
Maybe. Does anybody know Akira Toriyama? Maybe. I don't know. Akira, not the Akira. Oh, maybe something else.
C.V. Cebulski?
I don't know. Well, see, at first I thought it was like Speed Racer, because didn't Speed Racer have a very similar colored outfit?
Yeah, that could
But-
be Speed Racer. The fat guy that's the mechanic.
And his hand is like red, so that means he must have like.
He hit it with a hammer.
Yeah, either he hit it with a hammer or somebody else hit his hand, and that it's like growing because it's like throbbing, right? That's like the animated, when you get hit with something, like the hand throbs, like it grows. So.
Maybe he's got a peanut allergy.
That too, maybe. So this is kind of cool, and you can tell the line art is a little different. The line weight thickness is a little bit thinner than the Gatchaman. There's a little bit more detail in this one.
I think they draw it in pencil on white paper and then put it in a Xerox machine and photocopy it onto acetate. And then
Yeah.
they flip it upside down, and then the coloring ladies, usually the ladies that will just fill in the spaces with the animation color.
Yeah, so you can see like the thickness in the pencil line versus the thickness in the line here. Well, Jerry's covering it up. All right. Enough of show and tell. I like to do a little show and tell every now and then. Let's get the
That's
wheel
cool.
going. We're 2 hours in. I got it covered. I keep saying I got this damn cover.
Jimbo's saying Walt's going to be at Baltimore. I'm pretty sure I just spoke to Walt a couple days ago, and he was not planning on going to any comic conventions.
Is he slated to go? But oh yeah, when is it? That's coming up, isn't it?
It's usually October.
It's like right around hurricane season. All right, look at this. Hey
Oh,
Jerry, by
I
the
feel-
way, do you see this?
Well,
You see the bottom of the screen? You see next to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Marvel
Oh.
DC?
Wow, thanks, man.
Yeah, it looks so professional.
It does.
There's an Epic Props logo and a Janoff stationery logo. All right, so let's do a quick roll call. I don't think there's anybody new today. By the way, if you're lurking and you're watching the stream, and you've been watching the stream for a little bit today, you're eligible to win this Mandalorian sketch. Of the with the baby Yoda's head blown off.
Squished.
All you have to do is type something in the chat. Oh, there's Hachu. If you just showed up, we're gonna have to ask you a trivia question. So, what would be a good trivia question?
God, what did we talk about?
We talked about a lot. We didn't even talk about the stuff that you said you wanted to talk about today.
Oh, we'll have other shows.
I don't know. I mean, money bags. Lucky to get money bags here already.
I'm doing issue 50 now of Batman Beyond.
We talked about TV shows.
Oh yes.
Jerry's business. What country is Jerry's business venture in? That's like half an hour ago. How long have you been on, Jerry? Half an hour? 45 minutes?
About 40 minutes now, yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. That's a good amount of time. What country is Jerry's business venture in? And
Nobody type it.
yeah, only for the new people. If you want a slice, again, it's free. You know, I'm even paying for shipping right now. For now, I think in another week or two we're gonna start maybe charging people, right? Because everything. Thanks for supporting the stream. All the subscription and bits all goes towards covering shipping and equipment.
Have a good night, J Dang.
Jay Dang, you heading out? Okay. All right. Let's see you next time. Jay Dang, your stream will. I mean, your slice will still be there, but no mercy. If it ends on you, we keep spinning. So let's go through this roll call. Again, I would encourage you, if you've been watching. There's a lot of people watching today, right? We got like 29 people on right now, 28. So there's some lurkers. But all right. Same crew. Yo Jimbo's here. Luke. Am I changing Luke back to Mr. Joshua?
Hey Bernard,
Huh?
Pandemos is asking who should he send his address to for Goku.
Me. Didn't Pandemos text me? I gotta look. Somebody texted me something recently. DM me. DM me on Instagram. So Yojimbo, Luke, Sean Chen, Beavis, Butthead. So again, if the two birds win, my two birds, Beavis and Butthead, they're in their cage sleeping now. It's a little late. But if they win, this drawing goes in their cage and they poop on it. That's the big, what would you call that, Sean?
It's sort of like the bankrupt slice on a wheel.
Right. And if it lands on Sean too, it'll go to Sean and then Sean will poop on it. Or pee on it, whatever you want. Maybe a little bit of pee, a little bit of poop. 1.5. Crispy Papa. Did we see Crispy Papa tonight? I think he was on earlier. All right. Way, is Way here? Way? I think we saw Way earlier. Crispy Egg Roll. Crispy Egg Roll is usually asleep by now. He needs
Hey
to get
Sean, are you giving your sketch away as well?
Oh, Sean's selling his sketch.
I don't know. Depends on how it turns out.
Only cash money.
Sean, are you done with it? Do you want to send me an inks? Are you inking it?
No, I didn't work on it yet.
I thought you were working on it while we're talking.
Well, I'm reading
Come
the
on,
chat.
Sean.
Kobe Bryant, LeBron. Did LeBron win? Did they win today, Steve? Barry's not here, but we'll keep him up. Golf Boy Sunday, re-upped. No Crispy Papa tonight. Golf Boy Sunday's here. Si Jing is here. Long Woo's here. A to the J. I believe I saw A to the J earlier. Matthew Crossart is here. Poop Kid. Did we see Poop Kid tonight? I don't remember seeing Poop Kid tonight. B-Dub. Did we see? Yeah, B-Dub was here earlier. Wildstorm, SSG, SCCG. I don't remember seeing Wildstorm here tonight.
He's not here.
He still keeps his slice. It just doesn't increase. And then if he's not here, and it lands on him again, we spin again. Shoe Thief. I don't remember seeing Shoe Thief. Haza. I don't remember seeing Haza, but he's a subscriber. Kevin P. West. Do we see Kevin P. West? Eric. Too Woke. Domo. Patrick. D. Rogers. Let me add Isaac back on here. And if I didn't call your name, so I got Eric, Too Woke, Domo, Patrick, D. Rogers, Jerry, Sue Lee, and Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke was on earlier. Anybody that I missed to get a slice? Anybody that I missed going once? Anybody
Let's
that
do
I
this
missed?
is waiting.
I got Let's Do This on here, don't I?
Okay.
Oh, maybe not. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. Squeaky wheel gets the oil. until I sit down and finish the um, until I finish the database.
There's going to be an algorithm that takes over, and it's not going to be open to Bernard's interpretation or how loud you are in the chat.
Right. Okay. All right. So, if you want to look for your slice, let's do this. You're like a baby blue. Isaac, you're white. Kuhan Luke, you're like a maroon. Suli, you're like a teal. Jerry, you're like a gray.
I feel so nauseous.
D. Rogers is make sure you barf into your pants. All right. Okay. Now let's just go to the size of the slice. Yojimbo 1 to 2. Luke 5 to 6. Sean, you're gonna stay at 1. Beavis at 1. Crispy Papa stays at 1. He won recently. Butthead
Can I
stays
give
at
my
1.
slice to you, Jimbo?
No, man. You win what you win.
But then you
Okay,
can send the
sorry.
drawing to Jimbo.
Yeah. If you win, then you can send. I'm gonna mail it to you. Then you mail it to him.
Just to make it difficult.
Okay, got it.
International. By the way, we have this nice. You guys didn't see, but I have this nice plastic sleeve now. I got these top loaders, 9x12. Although this drawing is a 6x9. So I got these top loaders. So I'm gonna get these drawings out this week. So, okay, Wei, are you here?
Too bad you don't have like an anecdote about what happens if you don't give your real name, but instead give your screen name.
Yeah, I don't know. What happens? What happens if you don't give me your real name? Pandemos.
Well,
I mean, you can try it. Not giving. I'll write Pandemos on the letter. I have a suspicion that I might get sent back. Right? El Cabon. That's the El Cabon rule. El Cabon didn't tell me his real name. Sent me his address. I wrote El Cabon on the letter outside on the envelope. I sent it, paid the postage, and then a week or two later, it got returned back to me, and it was kind of slightly bent, because the postman is like, you. It's not just one trip; it's there and back. That you can't, on the way back, I'm sure somebody's like, so it's sitting on my kitchen counter. El Capone.
$7 down the drain.
Oh, it's like $8. Yeah, $7.75 plus insurance.
Man, that hurts.
So now I gotta pay again, double. I mean, we're not generating that much revenue here on the stream, so. Okay, is Wei here? I don't remember seeing. I think Wei might have gone to sleep. Crispy Egg Roll. Is Crispy Egg Roll here? Did he go to sleep? He might have checked out. Did Crispy Egg Roll check out
Hey,
earlier?
Jerry, don't you think Bernard should live stream? Like, he might go on a date. And but you can do that, right? I mean, you can do it from your phone.
Yeah, you can do it on the phone.
That'd be pretty interesting.
I mean, I'd watch that. I don't know what how the wheel can work in.
Golf Boy 2 to 3. Oh, Poop Head. Poop Kid's here. Golf
We can
Boy
see how
2
much
to
he
3.
sweats.
CJing. You can see me like see what happened was excuse me, have you ever seen Chris Rock? Like one of the funniest bits is excuse me, excuse me, you know what I'm talking about? I can't say the rest of it. Golf Boy, I don't think it's a date. I think it's just dinner. Golf Boy.
Fish semen.
Golf Boy 2 to 3.
No mercy, man. It's whatever you want it to be.
Kevin P. West. CJing. So the new rule now is like around 4 weeks. You start adding more slices. So if it's been 4 weeks since you won your last sketch, let me know right now, and then I'll start adding slices. So some people, like I think Golf Boy, El Capone definitely qualifies if he's here, because he won earlier.
You should penalize El Cabong, though.
Yeah, he's still El Cabone's still at 1, I think, because Long, wow, Long 10 to 11. Long has not won yet. Man, he's gonna have the biggest slice today. A to the J, 8 to 9. Matthew Crossart, 7 to 8. Poop Kid, 6 to 7. B Dub, did we just see B Dub, or did he? Oh, there he is, B Dub. B Dub, 7 to 8. Wildstorm stays at 6. Shoe Thief stays at 4. Haza stays at 1. James Quo, man, James Quo. I don't remember seeing James Quo today. He stays at 4. Too Woke. Too Woke to Toke. When did you win Too Woke to Toke? Has it been 4 weeks? Give or take.
Sure, why not?
I mean, you can look back on the episode number and say on the regular channel page, and it'll tell you the date. So, I think that's fair, right? Like 4 weeks, like almost just under a month. Like, that way, it gives everybody a chance to win. You get what you get. You win what you get. James quote Kevin P. 2 to 3. Eric. Is Eric here? I don't remember seeing Eric. Who's Eric anyways? Oh, I don't know Eric. Too Woke. Domo not here. Stays at 5. Patrick. Is Patrick here? I don't remember. Too Woke doesn't want an extra slice.
So many people are giving up their slice. Not big Mando fans, eh?
Poop Kid doesn't want that extra slice. Alright, you don't get the extra slice back. Didn't Poop Kid just win something? Or Pandemos won? I thought Poop Kid just won something. Poop Kid, did you just win something? Or am I... Yeah, Poop Kid just won last time. You're back down to 1, Poop Kid. Thanks for being honest.
The honor system.
Kevin P. Is Kevin P. West here? Yeah, there he goes.
Yes, he just typed, yeah.
3 to 4. Kevin P., I want you to know that I also drafted Kenny Galladay in my $600 league yesterday. In Jerry's league, I also picked up two waiver wire. I made 2 waiver wire moves today in Jerry's league. I picked up the San Francisco starting wide receiver, rookie.
Oh yeah, that guy's pretty good.
And I picked up a running back. Who did I pick up? Malcolm Brown for the supposedly starting running back for the Rams.
They're going with a timeshare.
I mean, I'm not gonna start. I'm not gonna play him, but this week, but for the bench, So I ended up dropping the Rams defense, and I dropped Jared Cook, my second tight end.
Those are both good players.
Well, the ones that I picked up were the ones that I dropped.
Well, all of them.
Kevin P. West tried me. Hey, Jerry, you stole my Naheem.
N'Keal Harry.
Yeah, N'Keal Harry pick. Were you watching the stream? Because somebody had mentioned, pick up N'Keal Harry. And I was like, okay, I queued him up, and then
I did not watch the stream, but you can't even pronounce the guy's name.
Oh, right. Somebody else recommended it to me. I was like, please give me some sleepers. But Kevin tried to get me to draft all Lions for my team. It's like Matt Stafford, Galloway, Kieran Johnson.
Hey, Ivy's calling.
Okay, all right.
I think I might have to bounce, guys.
Okay, see you later.
Hey, it's good talking to you again. Good luck tonight on the work.
Say hello to my
cousin.
cousin.
Talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody.
Okay. I think he just pushed that on his phone to get out of here. Let's get rid of Jerry.
Are you going to sleep soon?
Oh, we can still hear him.
Oh
he
yeah.
doesn't know he's
We can
quiet. Everyone
still
quiet.
hear Jerry. Shh.
I have to. I forgot. I'm so tired. I forgot. I have to.
He's gonna say something bad.
Packages with the T-shirts that people order.
Jerry, we can still hear you.
Oh.
Sorry. Again.
You have to log out of Discord, Jerry.
等一下，
Were you gonna start going?
It's further.
哦，我好想你，我好想你。我每个晚上I think you took it off. All right. Jerry's gone.
Yeah, those violations of terms of service. Voluntarily on stream is not good. Not good.
Oh, D. Rogers. D. Rogers. Oh, there you go. Okay, so D. Rogers 3 to 4. Sorry, was Patrick here? I don't remember. Were we back on Patrick? Jerry stays at 1. Sue Lee stays at 1. Cool Hand Luke. Is Cool Hand Luke here or did he fall asleep? It is late on the East Coast. Ezek stays at 1. Let's Do This stays at 1. Okay. All right.
Ready to spin?
We are ready. I'm ready to spin. Do we do a?
Oh, I'm gonna type something in the chat just to, you know.
No. What happened? What was that supposed to mean?
Oh, I mean, just just in case, whatever question you're gonna ask, I just thought it preemptively.
Yeah, but I could say, do we not want to practice spin? That's a double negative. So first 4 people, yes or no, practice spin. Yes, practice spin. No, practice spin. Yes, practice spin. No, practice spin. So there's 1 no, there's 2 no's, there's 3 no's. Come on, yeses, make a comeback. Full court press defense. Come on, yeses. Yes, no. Oh, okay, there's a 4th no. Matthew Crossart with the 4th no. D. Rogers says no. Okay, here we go. Spin. Good luck. Thank you for joining us. Yojimbo, thank you so much. Steve, thank you as well, I guess. We should thank Steve too, right? I mean, he gave up the last quarter of the Laker game to watch this and the Laker game at the same time. So, Yojimbo, thank you. Steve, thank you. Everyone else, thank you as well. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your subs. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. We didn't even get to talk about what we wanted to earlier, but hopefully this weekend, Friday.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
We'll see.
So
maybe Thursday.
And you're not gonna live stream your date?
It's a dinner. Let's say it's a date. It's a dinner. Let's spin wheel. Good luck. Ooh, someone's white. Someone's white. I think that's Isaac.
Oh no.
Or Eric. It's either Isaac or Eric.
I thought you'd take Eric off.
It's a bigger slice. So it might be crispy. It's either Eric, crispy, or Isaac. So crispy egg roll, 7.
It ends in a C.
Oh, so it's Eric. Eric has 4. Eric's not here, is he? Is Eric
I thought
here?
you took him off.
Well, I left him on, but if he's not here, we spin again. No mercy?
No mercy.
Eric isn't here. Okay, right, so no mercy. See, Eric, if you're rewatching this, could have been yours. All right, no mercy. Spin again. Get ready. Spin wheel. Ooh, oh, it's blue. Matthew Crossart.
Oh.
Matthew Crossart. Look at this. I think this is Matthew Crossart.
Yeah.
It's not a tie, right? It looks like it's
No, it's not a tie. It is clearly Matthew Crossart. Yeah. There you go. Nice going.
Matthew Crossart. Nice.
Yes, definitely congratulations.
Yep.
It's a nice piece.
There you go, Matthew Crossart. All right, Matthew Crossart goes back down to 1. Let me, he was at 8. Long, look at that. Long had 11. He still didn't win. Long's waiting for the Nightwing sketch. Maybe I'll draw Nightwing next. That way,
Should ask Matthew Crossart who his favorite character is.
Who's your favorite character, Matthew Crossart?
That's just cruel.
and then we'll draw that next time.
And then he goes down to one slice.
So, Matthew Crossart, you know the deal. Uh, Send me your real name. Is it Matthew? Matthew Cross? Or is it Matthew Crossart? Or is it Matthew Art? And Cross is the middle name. And then DM me your address. You do live in the States, right, Matthew? We do have a international clause. I think next time we'll draw Nightwing. Maybe we'll draw Horse Nightwing again. Would Long like that? Horse
He
Nightwing?
wanted to draw Jesus. So Art is actually his name. Cross just means he's Christian. So his name is Matthew Art.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because he wants you to draw Jesus.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. We'll do a toss-up. We'll flip a coin. A to the J is recommending Warlock from the New Mutants. Horse Nightwing again for Longboot. But last time was a unicorn, so maybe we'll do... What about a Minotaur? Minotaur Nightwing? Or does it draw the whole body?
Just to devalue your drawing. I'm gonna...
Well, you know, I mean, I drew a profit for Steve when Steve had the biggest slice and he still didn't win. So, all right, let's get out of here. We'll think of some version of Nightwing. What about Invisible Nightwing? Right, like you just see his mask and his body, but there's no face. Okay, good night, everybody.
All right. Good night. Thanks for showing up. Catch you again next time.